Welcome to a new episode of We're Not Afraid of the Dark. We're on the tail of the door unlocked. Or shouldn't that be unlocked door? In the door. Well, this is the second of the podcast we're recording today. And in between takes, Ben just spilled a bunch of alcohol over all my keyboard. So I got
just a little.
Yeah, okay. Well, I got good news. It doesn't work anymore. So can I Venmo you for $112 right now?
He doesn't even have a Venmo.
I have a PayPal.
You said it doesn't work anymore.
It does. I press caps lock. It doesn't work. See, it won't turn on. It's not working. You owe me $112.
It's in the mail.
All right, I expect by next podcast recording. We'll see about this. Now, this is the normalest episodes I had no memory of. And again, I think I just stopped watching Are You Afraid of the Dark for a bit into the final episode of season 5 is The Tale of the Badge, which I actually remember watching when it came out.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit episode. Where do we get that? That's gonna be fun.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Gary has this crystal ball that I think he just found at a pawn shop or somewhere. It says it has a glimpse into the future. That Kiki has an incredible voice. I like that line because actually the actress playing Kiki later on wanted to be an R&B singer, I believe.
Well, I mean, he probably got it from his dad's magic shop.
Oh, that's right. She's in a prop. Betty Ann's going to work in medicine. Stig will be a wrestler. Sam is always up for adventure.
That's all liquor.
She just likes the game. At Tucker's fortune is cleaning up basically elephant shed at a zoo. Whose job is that? Is that a zookeeper or what? What are the interns working there? Hey, you guys are working at a zoo?
No.
Okay.
I think you would know if I did, Adam.
Yeah. For Gary, it shows about looking to the future, and what if the future you saw wasn't a good one? Then we see a bunch of kids at this abandoned house. I laugh at this because I go to abandoned houses all the time for my documentary, and this boarding job on this house is probably the worst boarding up job to keep people out of our sea. It's basically a few 2x4s over top that any animals can get into.
Yeah, well, it's
framed out to be like a little shaped entrance.
Yeah, the boards are like this.
Talking to the mic.
Well, yeah, the boards are like this. So the door is, you can still go in there and there's nothing holding you back.
It's mentioned that our main character's little brother has a club with his friends where they bring people into him. They call it Auburn's house. They bring him in there to scare him. It's basically like an initiation thing. And apparently, Auburn haunts the place. Justin is our main character here. The actor's name is Michael Makreb. You may have noticed that he played 12-year-old Howard Stern in Private Parts, Howard Stern's movie.
I might have seen that one time.
He was also in Richie Rich with Macaulay Culkin. He still acts today.
Okay.
There's some girl he's trying to impress. And Justin's best friend's named Ben. The kid with those really shitty, nice sunglasses.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
It's a very nice name.
Well, Ben's trying to impress this girl. And then Justin ends up in Sardo's magic shop. So this is the 6th appearance, I believe, of Sardo. I always love Richard DeBot's acting here.
Yes.
It's over the top, it's over the top on purpose. He says he would do anything to get the guys to that. That's when Sardo says that he has just a thing to solve his problem. And Justin starts to lose patience already with what he has for him. I think he mentioned some amulets or some potions or some shit first before he shows him the door.
I don't think. Yeah. I think he's just digging around. But the thing is, this was a golden opportunity to reference one of their other episodes.
Which one?
Dark Dragon.
Oh yeah, that's another Zardo one.
It is another Zardo one, and it is the same thing. He wants to be popular. He wants to look. No, was it a girl or a guy? One of them is there's this potion that makes you look beautiful and all this other stuff.
That was with the guy now, because remember his handicap, and then it doesn't become handicapped at one point. He has that alter ego.
And then there's the little new girl in town with the runes.
Yeah. So this was their time to be like, oh, here's this potion.
Yeah, and that Dark Dragon figure ended up in a different episode in a prop. It was in the Mystical Mirror one.
Yeah, I mean this was the time. It's the same general principle. He wants to get a girlfriend, all this other shit. Boom. This will get it. No, didn't happen. Here's this Indian in the cupboard door instead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and with the way Sardo is talking,
I
he's
can say Indian in the cupboard because it's the name of the fucking
yeah.
movie. Just to let you know.
Sardo is talking like he's just making things up on the spot. So he's like, "Oh yes, one of a kind, and we'll do this for you."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
That you see into the future.
Yeah, he says he got her from a fortune teller who fell in hard times. That's a good line. And just to ask what is the deal exactly, Sardo mentioned just show him and it will show him what he wants to see or what that means.
Yeah. Ask a question and it'll show you. It'll show you what you want to say. Yeah. So. Yeah.
I have on my notes here. Phone rings and says, "Don't move." What was that?
So, yeah, the phone rings and Sardo
Oh yeah,
leaves the room.
oh yeah, it says this damn spot. So Justin doesn't believe this damn shit. And does Sardo say you're legal when he answers the phone?
I don't
think it's
know.
law office or something.
I don't know.
No.
You'd have to check. But
He asked for show. He wants to see in the door the girl who's going to go to the dance with him. And the door starts moving. He manages to open it, but it just says smoke. And then this girl appears.
So something that should be like noted about this little door or whatever. It's probably like that. You don't open the door of it. There's like a top piece that you slide. It's like a door viewer. So he can't open the door, but the door viewer he can slide open, and that's when he sees through the smoke this girl.
Okay. And I thought that girl looked. And I put this guy about 13, 14. This girl looks like 17, 18
Yeah,
years
she
old.
looks older than him. Yeah.
Now here's the great part about also Dar episodes is the price negotiation part because Sardo starts the bid. He says $64.95. I mean, what 14-year-old has that much money going? And they said, "Oh, it's sale day, $44.95. He can't afford it. I'll give $24.95 or whatever." And they said, I think he says he got $10.
I only got $10.
Yeah, he's losing on the deal. That was a 146% price drop. I didn't do math on it. Then after Justin leaves the store, without even hesitation, to make sure he's not at Viceland, Sardo opens up this like cabinet that has another door
and puts it in the display window.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck is it? So at school, he's with Ben, his friend, and shows him the door. Ben's not having any of this. It basically opens it up. It's like showing the other side of the room, so it's like empty. His friend Ben, by the way, was played by an actor who's on a few episodes of Goosebumps and was on a few other episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Ben leaves the room for some reason. They're in his classroom by himself. Rare opportunity. The door starts shaking. We see the girl again. And I was thinking, yeah, this girl's probably 17, 18. What the fuck is she going to go to a dance with a 14-year-old for?
Yeah, I mean...
How often do older girls date younger guys in your school, Ashley?
Not super common.
I think I knew of one incident when we were in school. However, I did know a few incidents when after school ended, a few people in our hometown got in relationships or got married later on with somebody younger with an older female. It wasn't common, especially in small towns, it seems. Now,
what's that face, baby?
You know what that face is.
Did this girl look from? Oh, because Ashley's my age and Ben's 4 years younger. That's why. So yeah, that happens. And that
after school.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally after school.
Well, I didn't think of mine because Ashley didn't go to the same school that we did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this actually look familiar.
Which one? The
one playing the girl in the smoke.
No, but what is when he looked through in school the time when like debris, like flaming debris falls down on her?
starts seeing some flames. Now, this actress here, her name in the episode is Ashley. She's played by Alina Niep. I think that's the pronounced name. She played the cheerleader number 1 on Bang Bang You're Dead, a horror movie. And that was on that show that's come up for a few other actors, which is Edgemont, which we have no memory of. I think it was a Canadian TV series or something like that. This was kind of her first acting credit, though.
This is for you, my love.
Oh, okay. Are you trying to get me drunk?
She calls out Brad, but then that's when the flaming house starts coming down on her. Justin goes back to Sardo's place and sees the door. It says, "I thought the doors were one of a kind." And Sardo has a good line here. I don't know if it's improvised, but he says, "Okay, so it's two of the kinds, so Subi."
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the die is that's what everybody was like, "Oh yeah, fucking Subi."
Yeah.
Is this that bone bear again?
Yes.
I thought okay, second
that's right.
choice.
He made me drink the last one.
I like how also Sardo is surprised that it actually worked.
Hold on. Kayla said not to shoot it.
Yeah, don't shoot it, sip it.
Why?
No, I just sip it.
No, she said, oh, you're supposed to make some.
You can do whatever.
Why does Sardo start?
I do what I want.
Why does Sardo start pushing him out the door?
Hmm.
Yeah, I forgot the reason. It starts pushing him out, but the other door starts smoking, and when that happens,
I don't know why he pushed him out.
Okay, it comes back to school. Ben says he's got his date, and then class begins. The teacher says they have a new student, and that's when the girl from the door walks in. That says her name is Ashley.
It's a good name.
Yeah, that's why we got an episode of Ashley, the bad character. Although when the girl started talking, like she sounded young, and the actress would have been 14, 15 here, but so I think she's one of those girls who's like 14, 15, but looks 18, and tells everybody she's 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a common.
I looked older when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere it stopped.
I don't know. Like I see. I don't know. I guess it's just it's a how you live your life thing. Because like when we watch some like shows, like crime shows and shit, like, oh yeah, he's like 30 years old. I'm like, good fucking god, like that dude's like his late 50s. Like,
Yeah,
what the
that's it
fuck?
for-
She was 25, 10 years ago?
Wait,
Yeah.
what was that, Ben?
Fucking any like crime. Like I mean, we binge watch a lot of shit, so we're like,
Well, especially in some small towns where the people work outside a lot, like they just get rough looking or don't use sun protection or drugs.
yeah,
That's
oh
the
yeah.
thing.
So like they're like, oh yeah, this 28-year-old, and like dude has like a fucking like full handlebar mustache. I'm like, dude,
No
20,
teeth.
28, man. Like
yeah.
In dog years.
I couldn't have done it. You know, fuck.
Well, my favorite was that photo we posted on Instagram a few months ago. I think it was one of the guys from the Sandlot who got arrested, and he's like he's my age, but his mugshot honestly looks like he's in his early 70s. I don't. I think it was on meth or something like that.
Or was it the dude from?
It was no, it was Mighty Ducks. That was it.
Yes,
one of the actors on that.
The guy from Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, I wonder how that guy's doing right now. One of those guys died a little while ago, right?
Salami Sam died from heavyweights.
Yeah, that was natural causes, though, right?
Man, Salami Sam.
He was a big dude.
Oh, we have to talk about the Disney actor who just died today as we're recording this.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
I didn't either. But
I saw it, but I'm not sure who he is.
Why did he walk with? Yeah, it was he played on that show Jesse.
What?
Jesse?
Yeah, it's Cameron Boyce. He's dead, and that was natural causes actually at 20 years old.
At 20 years old, natural causes.
Yeah, I think it was had some issues with seizures or something like that.
What the fuck? Fentanyl. Damn. Shit.
There's no signs once it's like that's the problem right now.
Well, fuck. Back to school?
Yeah.
Are we in school still?
Yeah, so. Justin tries to talk to Ashley. It turns out that Ashley's younger brother is named Brad, and he just befriended Justin's little brother. So they have a connection. They're in that cafeteria. And I was laughing at this scene a little bit just because the other students say they have a present for the new kid. What the fuck did that ever happen? That's the first show I ever see where people actually welcome the new kid with gifts and stuff.
You never know when the new kid's coming.
The Canadians are
not a different breed. Well, their present is a cupcake with a bunch of candles, like it's a birthday or something like that. So Justin freaks out. He starts walking on top of the cafeteria tables, which I think was funny. And just ups and throws this bucket of water or giant pitcher of water.
Where did he get it from? It was just on the table?
Yeah, they had those.
Instead of Olive Garden?
Yeah. Well, instead of throwing it on the cupcake, he throws it on Ashley.
We had a carton of milk, and that's fucking it.
I remember a lot of people just used to walk out of the cafeteria, those cartons of milk, and put them in random lockers and parts of the
leave it there
shit.
for fucking
Some
a
of them
year.
probably there.
Oh.
There was some terrible acting in that scene, but it was fun. And one of the girls is also really friendly because she offers her Letterman jacket to Ashley to wear, which is the same Letterman jacket she has on in this door premonition thing of the thing burning.
Right.
And I want to bring this thing back up because we mentioned in previous episodes. I really think there's a connection where Are You Afraid of the Dark and Final Destination are taking place in the same universe.
I was thinking the same fucking thing
Same.
with when he's seeing this shit, and I'm like, oh, it's Final Destination.
And he's going, don't put that on.
Yeah, there's just less deaths in Are You Afraid of the Dark. That's the major difference.
Or they're out off camera.
Yeah. I'm sure if someone were to write a dark version of these episodes, that definitely would have happened.
I think we should go through.
Actually, wait.
We should go through all the episodes at the end. Once we're done with all 7 seasons or whatever, we should do the fucking kill count.
I can tell you, does it count if someone defeats the villain?
Yes.
Like a book of babysitter.
Yes.
Okay. Now I tell you the episode where I do think a human death occurred. It was in season 1, and that was that really freaky episode of the Tale of the Dark Music where he gets rid of the bully and he gets like eaten by that creature. Yeah, that would count.
That would count.
He's no longer there.
That is a confirmed kill.
Okay. Now, do ghosts count as deaths? So, like, a ghost of the episode, is that already one death?
No.
Okay.
It's a ghost that already died, right?
I think then we'd have to break it down. We'd
Then
have to break it down. Human and non-human deaths. So
yeah, I like the idea of this kill count episode.
So
I'm writing this down.
Then it can be
because I feel like for a human death, the heart has to stop beating.
Cutter's treasure. Cutter's treasure. Cutter kills the ancestor.
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be a kill.
Yeah, we'll look into this and come back at the end.
Did you should do a bad innuendos.
Hey, another line I've said pretty often on here. Did you see any black people in this episode?
What?
Did you see any black people in this episode?
Can't say that kind of shit anymore.
Well, we didn't. I don't think there was any in the last episode either.
No, we didn't.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, I was just curious about that. Because it seems to jump. I mean, we had the Tia Tamara sisters in one of the episodes, and we had mostly African American cast in another episode. So, like, why is some of those episodes just all white people?
Maybe they weren't thinking about it.
Well, Brad is out with his new friends, and he must go to this abandoned house. And Justin's little brother, which I didn't catch his name, says he has to. It's haunted by old man Auburn, whatever his name is. He has to go up to his master bedroom and sit in his chair. I remember we had some of these things as kids, right, Ben?
Yes.
So I'm gonna go haunted houses with us.
So I got something for this, and fuck. Oh man, is it from a Spy Hard or is it one of the fucking? I think it's from Spy Hard. When he's going through this house or whatever, and he finally like gets to that room, and he sits down in that chair, and then like you see the kids that are like they just got like a sheet fucking over their heads.
Yeah, obviously.
But the funny thing is, the seat is another one of the kids.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It grabs him like this, and I thought of Spy Hard, which it was like the chief of police or something. Like
Harry Potter.
He's like really he's like he's huge into camouflage, so he has like a thing where he's wearing couch cushions. Dude, it was so funny. It reminded me of that shit. I'll have to show that to you.
Justin's at his home fucking around that damn door thing. He sees a key that says "in" on it, and then Ashley calls Justin, says that apparently her little brother is now friends with his little brother, and that mom wants home for Din Din.
Mm-hmm.
He has to start things there for
put something in his tum tum.
Yeah, and Ashley's like, I gotta find Brad for dinner birds. He's like, birds. Everything's triggering Justin. Yeah, that's when he's grabbed. What was the point of one of those kids having a candle in there? Like, why did just have a flashlight? Ashley sees bikes out there, hears the voices, and they all leave. And one kid just puts the fucking candle on the table. Well, they hear her voice from the outside and decide to start taking off. So one of them puts the candle on the table or just drops it. Oh, there's like fucking fire already.
Dude, they put it down and then it instantly bumped the table. Like, how would you not catch that shit? They like, I don't know.
Kids are assholes.
Back at home, Justin bribes his little sister into telling him where to find him, and the aunt's house is the destination. Ashley's in this house, and the kids kind of sneak out on her. She apparently can't smell smoke. She doesn't sense heat at all
Half
in
blind
any
because
of
it was
this.
smoky as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was mentioning this shit boarding this house, so like I think some proper ventilation may have happened based on the gaps in this door and shit. It looked like a fog machine coming out of that one window. It wasn't, like fire smoke.
Yeah.
And those music cues in this part sounded really, really familiar, by the way. So I think they're using a different episode. Justin uses the door to see what's happening and says, wait, this is not the future, it's right now. He takes the key with him. The bedroom's in flames, but yeah, actually still oblivious to the fact that things are on fire.
Takes the key with him where?
To the house.
No.
He did.
Yeah. It's
He
a
went
plot
back
point
and
then.
grabbed it.
He opens the door and is transported
Okay.
there, trying to escape. They go through like this laundry chute thing that somehow was in this abandoned house.
Yeah. So
Because he dragged her out of the way from that fallen beam.
I think we need to explain a little more. The key that he finds in that door, or in his little miniature door,
Says in.
says in, and he can finally open that door. Other than that slot,
All right, got it.
he can finally open that door,
Mm-hmm.
and when he opens that door, it transports him
All right, that makes sense then.
to that fucking house that's currently burning. So yeah, that's how he gets there. He just like instantly teleports there, and then that's when Ashley is like, how'd you get here? And he's like, oh, you're in, you're in danger, pushes her, and then the fire that he saw landed on her in the vision, he just saved her from. So then that's when they find the laundry chute, whatever.
Yeah, down there they can't find escape. The door's locked, and then just realizes there's a second door,
which would be
the outdoor.
The outdoor.
And Sardo has that. The store's calling his name. He's like closing shop, but he's like, "What is it? What?"
Yeah, he can hear Justin
because he's yelling at him. Sardo, open the door.
Yeah, he can hear them yelling, and he's just like looking for kids in his place, but there's no one there. And then he finally tells him like, "Hey, there's a slot that you can open on the door that has the key."
And Sardo had a good line there. He says it's worth more than you thought.
Yeah,
an extra 50 cents or whatever.
So yeah, so he opens the door, and they come out in Sardo's house, or not shop, and that's when you get the twist. Sardo, it says, well, would you be interested in this third door?
Yeah, chef. So what does that
It was
saying?
actually one of a third.
In the voiceover, they say the magic door never worked again. Whether it was magic or not, whenever you opened it, it always led to new possibilities, and they're showing going to dance together.
Yes.
And she still looks
older,
good 4 or 5 years older than
him.
Yeah,
and about 6 inches taller than him.
Yeah, people hit her well. They're still waiting on him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Tucker grabs the magic ball or crystal ball, whatever you want to call it, that Gary had, and says, "See someone declare the Midnight Society closed." Yeah, that's at the end of this one. The one thing I really wanted to know, going back to season 1, is at the end of Super Specs, which is the first Sardo episode, they're trapped in this evil dimension. So is Sardo still in that dimension, or is this like a new chapter or some shit? Because this guy's had a lot of chances.
So, in my opinion, it might be there's different people telling these stories that involve Sardo, because there's not just one person.
Yeah. Well,
there's not just one person saying this Sardo thing.
Well, that was Gary, the Gary character originally.
Yeah, but other people have used him.
Hey, by the way,
so who did?
This is the Gary story. Yeah.
Yeah. So who did Super Specs?
Gary.
Okay, but other people have done Sardo.
Yeah,
sure. Gary was also Cutter's Treasure, which also has Sardo in it. But
yeah,
other
David
people
did it, and actually, wait, Gary did all these. Gary and Frank did a tag team on the Cutter's Treasure.
So was Gary every time.
Yes, except for the one that Davis told.
So he might be a figment of Gary's imagination.
Yeah, possibly. That was the the Dark Dragon episode. That was the David story.
Okay, so I was gonna say, if multiple people are using Sardo, then fucking all's fair because it's their story, and he's just this entity that can just survive every fucking thing.
Mhm.
So, I don't know. You might have to reach out to meteorologist Ross fucking Hall for that one, but he never responds to our Instagram posts.
Yeah, I like how he made this post that was somewhat viral in the community about how he wants the producers of the new Are You Afraid of the Dark movie to reach out to the OGs because no one has. I don't think DJ McHale even got a postcard or a letter in the mail let them know this was going to happen. But that video, whatever, that was on TMZ, but this motherfucker can't respond no to her. Well, we're going to keep reaching out to a few other people. You know who I really want to interview? Actually, I don't want it to be an interview, okay? I want to get some of these child actors who are actually on the show, not in the Menace Society, just in like individual episodes, and, and review the episode again with them. Yeah, and just kind of ask them like, what was it like being on set?
Right.
Because the set of Menace Society was different than when they actually did production for the episodes. That they knocked a few of those Menace Society things out in like a few weeks for the whole season, especially in the early seasons.
Right.
I don't know how it was later on, but that's been confirmed in a few sources that I've found.
Shit, we could probably even go back and look at what they're wearing.
Well, that would change because of wardrobe. The set design is different in some of the like season 3 or 4. They changed the set a little bit, so the actual campfire and the background looks different. If you didn't notice
that. Did y'all see that sad little ponytail that just walked by?
No.
So I live in a beach condo again. There's an open window right by. If we have a bunch of tourists, well,
that's where our light's coming from now.
Yeah, the natural lighting.
I just keep randomly like looking out at the beach.
They could very well have seen it in your glasses.
Yeah, so it's a great Sunday afternoon, and I got an oceanfront view, and we're inside of my studio right now recording Are You Afraid of the Dark podcast. So thank you for everybody supporting us. Please support us on Patreon, by the way. We're Not Afraid of the Dark on there.
Yeah, because apparently Adam needs a new keyboard.
Yeah, you have $120. Pay up.
If I can get this thing to work, I ain't paying you a goddamn thing.
Oh, go ahead. I mean, you gotta get it working though.
Y'all have a good night.